Okay, we're back. Talking carbon, part 3. Part 2, here it is, where we left off, forest carbon pools. I need to describe that a little bit. We started off with part 1, which was how CO2 is pulled from the atmosphere, displaced into the forest. And now we are on to part 3. I figured, where does carbon come from? Or CO2, sorry. Many sources, probably, but I'm going to stick to the human sources for now. Let's start with humans, us, directly as people and entities on this planet. We are made of carbon. Again, carbon is the building block of life, but we breathe CO2. In the masses, 8 billion people, I have no idea how much CO2 we are breathing out, but I imagine it's a lot, and I imagine that the simple fact that we exist on this planet and that number, 8 billion, produces a lot of CO2, well, a lot more than previous years when we didn't have those numbers. So, if you think about it, every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you... Oh, sorry. That's an interesting part of the song, though. Every bond you break. That goes back to the chemical reaction in the tree. CO2 being broken up as a chemical bond. Let's go back to the planet, though, and humans. How does it relate? So, we breathe, and it goes out into the atmosphere. Men breathe, too. That then ends up into this carbon sequestration system that I described in part 1. The trees suck that in. We breathe in oxygen, we breathe out CO2. Trees breathe in CO2 and breathe out oxygen. They strip away the carbon and displace it into the forest. Those are our carbon pools. So, humans, and the simple fact that we exist on this planet and grow rapidly in numbers, creates a lot of CO2, I imagine. So that is one factor. What else do we do as humans? We pollute. We create industries, cars, we drive cars, motor vehicles, combustion engines. Industry produces pollution, oil and gas, all the things, and that counts as well. So quite literally, the existence of humans and the way we operate creates CO2. Now, things like this have been referred to as global warming. I prefer something along the lines of climate change. Basically, what is happening is CO2 goes into the atmosphere. It warms the planet. Some areas, you may say, as in Haida Gwaii, we have a bit of a cooler summer happening here, a lot of rain. That's why I prefer climate change and not global warming. It is warming the planet, but that causes disturbances in the system. Erratic weather conditions, snow in the summer, hurricanes when maybe they shouldn't be happening, I don't know. Various things, and I think there's been some definite climate change and shift over the last few years. I've noted on my Facebook page, salmon berries were blooming in February, the back-to-back years. Things are changing. Things are happening. We're at a crux in our time as humans on this planet. And so, I don't think I'll go much further, but I did want to describe, where does CO2 come from? What is kind of happening? Maybe I can elaborate more. If we have questions that come in, I can break out and do another segment. Maybe call that 3A, 3B, whatever. This is part 3. This is about carbon dioxide as it relates to humans and the planet, what we do to produce it, and its effect on our planet and us as a whole. I hope that makes sense. Look out for part 4. I don't know what it's going to be. Oh well.